What's going on, guys? We are live. Welcome in to episode 180 of The Scope, the FPS podcast of all time. It's one of the podcasts that we've ever seen. So yeah, I think everything's up and running live. Guys behind the glass, thumbs up. Blue, Buff, how we doing, boys?
Good.
Good.
Busy.
Hanging in there. Yeah, you guys look busy over there. Buff just got done getting absolutely jacked. Blue's throwing his camera all over the floor, like just rolling around like a bowling ball.
I got it's in a box next to me. I finally got a standing desk.
You're not? Are you standing right now, or you?
No, I'm sitting right now. Don't worry. When I get it up and running, I'll be standing. I think I'm moving the whole I'm just redoing the whole setup with the new PC in the background and stuff. So
nice. Yeah, I did the standing desk thing for a while. I like it a lot. I still sit down to game and podcast, but I like to stand to edit. I like that.
That's good. Yeah. Get the juices flowing.
But now I can't because I added a TV above mine. I don't know. I just have a whole situation over here. It's a logistical nightmare.
That's yeah. I finally got one of those 4 monitor setups now too. So we're gonna see how that turns out.
Do some day trading. Get little stocks going.
Right? I'm gonna look so official now.
Yeah, kind of a big deal. But yeah, guys, kind of a weird vibe this week, man, with everything going on in the country. If you guys obviously know what's going on today, is the anniversary of an ultra tragic event, with 9/11 and the Twin Towers, something that we'll never forget. And then yesterday's news with Charlie Kirk and stuff. It's just got, I don't know about everybody else, but it's just got me feeling some kind of way, man. I don't know. It's sad where we're at and all the evil and stuff that's happened, on this anniversary as well as yesterday. And it really sucks. So I think we should just kind of I think a lot of people are kind of feeling this way, but I think at the beginning of the show, we'll just kind of acknowledge it and maybe do a little bit of a moment of silence for September 11th, for Charlie Kirk's family, and kind of for the country that, as crappy as 9/11 was, to maybe think back on, how united and strong the country was afterwards, and what we could do to get back there. So we'll just do a quick little moment of silence to kind of put a bow on this and hopefully move on. So all right. We wanted to acknowledge that at the start of the show because it's kind of out there. But for the rest of the show, we're going to have a good time. Positive thoughts, positive things going on out here. We have a lot of stuff. I know these shows are kind of almost the same thing every week. It's different. Trust me. It sounds the same. You might look at the podcast feed. You might look at the playlist and be like, they're talking about the same thing. But we're just on the trajectory for a really big October, a pretty big next week, and everything going on there because ABI is coming to Steam. A lot of changes there. We heard some more stuff over the course of the week on what's coming. I got some guns to talk about that's coming to that game with Buff and Blue. And then there's always some stuff going with Battlefield. We got some the first, it's kind of interesting. We'll talk about the first official kind of information we got about the Battle Royale. I'm very interested to talk to Blue and Buff, kind of their thoughts and their feelings for that mode, and go over some of the, we got some within the Battlefield Labs notes. We got some official gameplay details on how it's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll break that down and react to it a little bit. And then Blue's got some awesome Incursion Red River stuff, a lot of information to get to with the shooter that he's a part of. So we have an action-packed show. Before we get into that, we're going to do the intro, go around the horn, see what everybody's up to. Before we do that, if you guys do want to support the show for free, you very much can do that. Drop a like on the thing, the deal, the little thing, the deal there, and share the episode around. Be a friend, tell a friend. If you're listening to the show on audio platforms, hit it with the 5-star. Unless it's out of 10, then do 10. Okay, 5 out of 10 would not be good, but just do 5 if it's 5. And everything's okay. So, Blue, what have you been up to, man? What's going on over there in the world of Blue?
I've been doing a lot of Stalker Forger stuff on Armor Forger as the mod. I even finally got into getting used to using the editor and the engine itself, the Fusion engine with the workbench. So doing a little bit of level design, more just like level detailing and stuff like that for the mod. So that's been cool to see, just a little bit behind the scenes of like what actually goes into these mods. And holy crap, the work that modders do for free on in the first hand, it's incredible. So um yeah, that's kind of just been my main focus in terms of gaming. And we just had a little just talk with the Incursion people, and that's pretty much it, really. Just kind of been focused on that. I know I got to get back into the Incursion stuff as well too. So uh don't worry, Buff, though, the LMNG is coming soon.
Yeah. Let's
You
go.
heard it here first. So this your most recent video, Blue, where you talking about is the
Mhm.
best stalker mod for Arma.
Yeah,
That's the one that
yeah.
you're working on.
And I'm not working on it, so someone already made that mod. It's just me covering the mod, but I'm making little tweaks to the map in terms of like bringing in like right now it's all just one faction, but then there will be like different factions that I'm trying to add in and with their own little bases and traders, and so there'll be like actual PvP on it and stuff like that. But it's cool because there's like a reputation system, so that's built in already. So like if you kill people of your own faction, you'll lose rep and then lose ability to like do stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's overall it's I know the main mod author, Ramzet, he is on a like a 2 week vacation. That's probably a week left. But I mean, 6 months old this mod is, and the server is usually populated with a few people here and there and throughout the day. So it's cool just to even see like my server have people in there, and I'll pop in as like the game master and someone else streaming it and like showcasing it, and people were like, oh, it's like your own little anthill because you get to just kind of like
Yeah.
mess with people and stuff like that. So and I'll help them out and do funny stuff, just to mess with them. So it's just cool to do that.
So you're gonna be my go-to guy when I need an S&D mode in Battlefield Portal.
We'll see what happened to the one that Phoenix was working on, man. He stopped developing it,
I don't
dude.
know. I don't know.
So
We'll have to send some feelers out there. But yeah, I have the video pulled up on screen. That's crazy, man. I've
yeah.
Armor Reforgers like opened my eyes to the like user generated content, like what's possible. Because
Dude, it's yeah. I mean, it's sad. It is sad that they had to change their name because it was like Arm Stalker mod, and then they switched it to Arm ST because there was like a cease and desist from GSC, which is
what?
completely understandable. I mean, it's their copyright, it's their own, stuff. But it
Yeah,
sucks too,
but
though. But it sucks because it's like there's no multiplayer Stalker. I would say there are mods out there that are multiplayer Stalker, but they're just not good looking. To be fair, I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's some good looking mods out there, but Stalker on the old X-Ray engine is like showing its age unless it's like highly modded. So the fact that Reforger already kind of looks pretty decent, and it looks pretty fun, and it plays pretty decent. Like, I mean, there's like it's crazy, like the work that there's a life, which is like the one thing that because I know Stalker is releasing their one of the Stalker 2 is releasing one of the newer updates coming out soon that is going to add in a bunch of what's the word, like it's a mod loader basically inside the game, so you don't have to like download mods outside and put them into the main game. And they're just bringing in night vision, but like the main complaint that Stalker 2 fans have had for like the longest time is that the A life system isn't working properly in some moments, and it's gotten better. But the fact that this mod has its own A life and like specific A life points on the map is like, holy crap, like we got it before GTA 6 type, meme, it's
what
so
I don't, man, I'm stupid. Like fill me in. Like what happened to Stalker, like the new one? Like people were so excited for it. Then it's
yeah,
just kind of
dude.
like I
I
don't hear
mean,
about it anymore.
look, I know we said not to pre-order. I did pay for the 300 like dollar edition on that,
So it's your fault that
I
it's not good.
Yeah, 100%. My 299 USD, completely ruined the game. But it's like it's a weird situation for GSE because it's like you had the whole Ukraine war and stuff like that. You had them, get disbanded from their offices and stuff like that. So like I give them a little bit of leeway, but it's also like I feel like they should have just postponed it. But who knows? Maybe GSE wouldn't survive as a company if they pushed it another year. Maybe they were running out of funding or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's pretty. Who knows what could have happened? But really, the biggest thing was like optimization wasn't great because it is Unreal Engine 5. A Life, which is like the main thing that Stalker fans love, is like the world that lives around them and is constantly changing. It wasn't properly in the game. Like you would see AI pop in and out. You would literally like there'd be moments where when the game first came out, you would look at a spot, do a 360, and there'd be AI there. Do another 360, AI would be gone or something like that. It just like they would pop in and out and it'd be really bad. Especially for a single player game, you need that to be a thing. And I'm still waiting on the multiplayer first person like shooter game action, like there's planned multiplayer game modes,
Huh. I didn't know
it's like
that.
I mean it's gonna be like at least in older Stalker games, it was like instead of capture the flag, it was like capture the artifact, you know. There might be some one life modes in there. Who knows? It'd be really cool to see that in this type of game, especially how like the gunplay is pretty good in terms of first person shooters. So it's just they're a single player, story driven kind of open, actually pretty much open world. It's an open world game, and they didn't hold to their strengths. So we'll see. It's slowly. I had a feeling it's like, all right, give them a year. It's been more than a year now. It still needs a little bit of work, but of course, modders came to the rescue and pretty much fixed everything they did, like the first couple weeks. So
Nice. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm glad that's cool that you're getting into that stuff. It'll be, yeah. Portal is like, I hope I'm not having like misplaced hype for Portal, but where they talked about,
I want to see more about Portal specifically. I would love to see like a walkthrough for Battlefield 6 Portal and see what you can actually do. But
yeah,
until then, I'll wait.
I can't remember what kind of post where they talked about it, but it said it was going to be like edited with a Godot editor or whatever.
Yeah, the Godot engine
Godot,
specifically.
Godot,
Yeah.
Godot, go.
Go. Yeah, that same thing, same one that Road to Vostok is using. So that's pretty cool to see that it's coming more mainstream, I guess. I mean, there's already an engine to begin with, but people never really heard about it. I feel like until Road to Vostok with the whole Unity issue, and then now it's Battlefield 6, So we'll just say it was Auntie's reasoning on why Battlefield 6 is using that. It's all because of Road to Vostok for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
No other reason.
He infiltrated EA and got him to use it. Heck yeah. Buff, what have you been up to, man?
Eating food, climbing mountains, and working out.
Getting
and
absolutely jacked.
Football.
And then every week we sit you down and pull you back into the internet where you got to talk about shooter games.
Yeah. No, I like I said last week, I haven't been playing much games at all right now. Just kind of like resting up for Battlefield and maybe some ABI. But I played a couple rounds of Insurgency the other day and then last night too. So that's just like my go-to comfort game. Just whenever.
I feel like you're in a lull right now, just waiting for Battlefield right now.
I am. It's a good time to just. I mean, it's the tail end of the summer, so I'm just focusing on everything but gaming, doing a video like 1 or 2 times a week, and then, after my competition, obviously, like Battlefield will be out, will be in the winter season, and I just know like that's when shit's gonna pick up. So I'm trying to just enjoy the downtime. But again, I was playing some Sandstorm, especially last night, and a little bit on a couple days ago over the weekend. I think. You get some good teams in that game, man, with good comms. Like nothing beats it. That's my favorite game, honestly. You get a team with good comms and hardcore checkpoint, and you're moving all tactical, and it's like my wet dream. It's so good. So it's funny that I know that studio we reported like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago got shut down. They're still spitting out content. And I know there's going to be another update soon. And we're at a point now. What that game came out in 2018, I think it was. So it's 7 years ago, and they're still bringing out content. So I'm hoping we get the next iteration of that series here soon.
I want a new one.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, man. Because I mean, that game is so fun, and I think especially, the co-op mode is hardcore checkpoint. That's what all I play.
Mm-hmm.
but if you get, especially on consoles, if you open it up for modding, with the next title and crossplay right off the rip, which seems like that's where they're going because there's crossplay on consoles now, so you can play with PC and Xbox and stuff. So it seems like they're slowly putting in the pieces for that next title, which is good. So yeah, I still have a lot of fun with that game. It's a blast. I'm really hoping we get another title there from them soon.
Yeah, the Star Wars mod for that one is actually really cool. Actually, for Insurgency, Sandstorm specifically.
I did see that. Yeah, I saw
It's-
that. I never played it. I played the I forgot what it was called. When I played it on PC. Now I mainly play it on PlayStation, but when I was playing it on PC, there was a mod that added a bunch of real world like gear for your
ISMC.
operator. ISMC, yeah,
Yep.
weapons like
Yep.
that was you bring that sort of content to a
An actual full-fledged game.
yeah, a
Yeah.
truly next title full-fledged game. Holy crap, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Release on all platforms at once. That's huge. So
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
they
fingers
got
crossed.
work. The ISMC guy got work with
Mhm.
SAP 5K. So like,
Yeah. And like those
it's
weapon
cool.
models were amazing too. And there was like
Yeah.
almost every weapon in
The
that game.
animations
Yeah.
and
And the
everything about
gear,
it.
like the tactical vests, the helmets, there was every
Hmm.
sort of real world gear there. So I mean that's hopefully they bring that dude in for the next game because they were killing it with the content for that mod. So that's my game right now. What I
Make it
do.
like Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Make it like Medal of Honor Warfighter. How many minutes was?
Yeah, we made it 18 minutes. I did
Okay.
also say S&D mode earlier at 11 minutes in, so
Okay.
Okay,
you
you
guys can write
counted it.
that down.
Okay.
I don't think I said Medal of Honor Warfighter last week. So
Yeah, I was missing it. I was
yeah.
missing something about all week. I was like, something's off. Like I felt weird all week because it didn't happen.
Now you can. That'll hold you over till next week.
Yeah, I felt a disturbance in the force. Now I'm good. Everything feels so much better now.
Mhm.
Nice. Dude, I've been playing ABI and getting trained up and ready just to destroy Steam noobs. Whenever
I'm
it
gonna be one of those
launches
team noobs.
on
That's fine
Monday.
though.
It's gonna be like the old days. But last night I got obliterated, man. Like
Nice.
I was just
Really?
having like the worst
The
of luck.
best.
I was getting shot from places I couldn't see. Like I had one guy on the back of farm, like up on the Grain Trade Center roof. I shot him 3 times in the head with M62, 308 ammo, and he lived. And he one tapped me with M80, and we both had level 5 helmet on, and I died. And the kill cam was like at the very top of the helmet, and he killed me.
Damn.
So like stuff like that, and then like I was like, okay, I was like, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die this time. I'm just hang back and stay with the team. I'm not gonna overextend. So I was literally, we just spawned in farm in the new area over by the villa, and on farm, yeah, villa, right, yeah. And I got in there, and I hid in a shack, and I was talking to chat because the other 2 guys were looting.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna hang out for a minute, talk to chat, and then when they're ready to go, we'll push up. Some guy clear across the street.
That's how a good story starts. Some guy.
Dude, some guy. What's he doing? He creep walks up to a building, peeks me with the VSS, and domes me while I'm like tabbed out talking to chat. And I was just like,
Rude.
I couldn't win last night, man. I was just getting obliterated. So I don't know. Maybe the Steam noobs are gonna get me, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's the people that probably were completely just retired. They came back because they knew it was coming back. And same thing as you. They're coming out of retirement. The OGs.
All the hardcore players.
Could
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I don't know. There were some dudes out there being bros, and yeah, I got. Makes me want to just play American Truck Simulator again. Shout out that
Hell
game.
yeah.
Time until
Hell yeah.
Crash mentioned American Truck Simulator.
Brother, I still want to play that other one, dude, with the freaking tornadoes, man.
Yeah,
I watched the trailer again. I was
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, it's sick.
Oh, what is it called? We talked about it that one week. I can't remember what it's
No,
called.
someone I mentioned
Road
it, and I was like, oh, let me
King?
look it up. No.
Road Kings? I don't know. It's the
Is it?
same people like that make Snow Runner and stuff.
It is Road Kings. Road
Yeah.
Kings. Yeah.
That's gonna be good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty excited for that. But yeah, man, we're on the verge of a lot of stuff coming
I mean,
between
yeah,
now
just
and then.
from a day, from yesterday, just 1 month until then, we're playing some Battlefield 6, man.
3 weeks until the Black Ops 7 beta. You guys pre-ordering, get in
I
early.
saw the tweet from Abel. I think he was like, "I'm fine."
No, I'm good. Yeah, he said
I'm
something
good.
like, "I'm fine." I think we're all fine without COD this year.
Yeah, I think we're fine, guys. I don't think we really need that this time.
Let's get stuff. Yeah. So, anyways, the first thing that we're gonna get into today is a little bit deeper dive on ABI. I know a lot of these topics like we've been over the last few weeks, but we just keep getting like a little bit more context and information. And I wanted to go over it with Blue and Buff, especially get their takes on some of the firearms. Because that's what they do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so literally, again, I will say all of the things that we have been complaining, like every single one of them about Arena Breakout, they're fixing. And this is something I've wanted in a shooter for a very long time. The full release feature that they unveiled earlier today is equipment presets. So you will be able to build out full gear presets of stuff that you like to use. So you can
That's
literally
nice.
like one click purchase ready up in your back end.
That's pretty sick.
There's official recommended ones for like different costs that kind of help you build up like what you want to, but there's also I see custom ones. So I see 3 custom ones and then most recent raids. So whatever you went into at the last raid, it like auto saves that one. So you can just like click it and rekit. And dude, that's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so fast to keep in match and keep playing. That's just one of the awesome quality of life features that it has. Been way less time in the menus than other extraction shooters. I'm not mentioning any names, Tarkov. The other thing, I don't know if you
It rhymes
guys
of Barkov.
the the leaving of Barkov. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Enzo, their director, put out a teaser of a new map. So
Just for PC only, right? Is that what I heard?
no, I didn't know that. I just saw
Oh,
that.
okay. I don't
I
know.
well,
I could be making that up.
I don't. Is there an airport map on mobile? I don't even know. That would have been cool to look up.
I have no idea.
But yeah, yesterday he tweeted.
PC's finally getting something only.
That's pretty cool if it is true. I'll look that up here while we're discussing it, but it looks really cool. There's a personnel carrier on it, so I don't know if that's gonna be like Tarkov's where you can drop stuff in there. I highly doubt you'll be able to drive it in the game, or if there's another one down here, so maybe it's just decoration on the map. But for those of you listening, there is it's like the giant front end of an airport. It looks like a couple different stories, like a parking garage below, and then the drop off like departure gates up top. It looks really cool. If memory serves me right, the last time he teased a map was Northridge, and then it came out the following season. So this map isn't going to be in the Steam release on Monday, but season 4, I would expect this to be the map. The map changes that we're getting in the upcoming release are going to be another farm expansion. So farm's getting like its second expansion and getting bigger.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I was gonna look that up and see like what the maps are for mobile if it's in there. Breakout. Blue, are you gonna get back into this game? You think?
I will.
It's not gonna be pay to win at all, man.
That's the thing. That was literally, I think, the only thing holding me back. The graphics look good. The gunplay looked great. My only other nitpick was the UI that was a bit mobile looking, but of course it's from a mobile game, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. But that was really it. I mean, even like the new player experience from my short amount of time was like very, I wouldn't say like hands on, but it wasn't Tarkov. It wasn't like just throw you in there. Good luck, figure it out. It actually kind of, the tutorial kind of helped out, and even just like starting off on like lower, level servers and working your way through that and stuff like that. So, but
Yeah,
I knew there was definitely like just walking through with the rain, especially when the rain first came out, and I was like, okay, it looks even cooler now. And then just walking through, and all of a sudden it started to rain, and it was like dripping down the gun, and I'm just like, these are the vibes, man. Like, I like games for their gunplay, but also like it's got to have some vibes, and ABI has some vibes. But again, the one thing that was holding me back was like vibes are cool until I get freaking knocked out by some pay to win doofus,
Yeah.
that decided to swipe his credit card, so. But
Yeah.
I really didn't think they were gonna go that route to go on Steam, because I know we get talking about that, just like there's no way to doing that. They gotta make their money, but no, they're doing it. So
Yeah, they're kind of to my surprise as well. I thought they were just gonna I thought they're gonna be the meme with like Woody Harrelson from Zombieland, where he's wiping the tears away with the cash.
right,
Because it was gonna get review bombed on Steam, but they were gonna be rich anyway, so they didn't care. Is like what I thought
like
they were
whatever,
gonna be.
yeah, exactly.
But
I definitely would like to see just it's just cool because then it's also a game I can just play with some friends. It'll get my extraction shooter fix, especially because it's a full game. It's a full, release game. And it's not, I'm so used to playing just early access games, or yeah, especially when it comes to the extraction shooter genre. So it's good to get something full.
yep. So let's go everything that's gonna happen on when is it? Monday, right? Yeah. Monday.
Monday, 15th. Yeah.
Yep.
15.
So after a year, it's almost like a year from when it came out on early access to PC via their launcher, but full release is coming with the big things. The big marquee stuff is a complete trophy room. So it's going to get a hideout, is what they're calling the trophy room, is fully expanded. So it's going to have an intelligence department, living area, a workbench, along with new progression and crafting system. Top tier supplies such as rand ammos and top tier gears can now only be crafted here. So that's how they're kind of cutting down on red ammo. That's also going to make looting more interesting because you're going to have some more items and stuff. This game also has a really cool thing. Like Tarkov, when I played Tarkov, I would have like sticky notes all over my monitor. Like, I need to pick this up to craft this. Like, these are things I need to look out for. There's a built-in wish list. So you could just wish list items. And then when you find them in raid, it'll like have them starred. So you know that's on your wish list. So you don't have to keep track of them that way, which is really cool. New weapons on top of the 69 69 weapons and 881 accessories. There'll be 3 new weapons. The PP-19, oh man, we're full of them today. The PP, CZ-807 and the AN-94 will be added, along with 40 new tactical accessories.
Yeah, so
I think
the CZ-807, it's a CZ Bren 2 chambered in 7.62 by 39 millimeter, the Russian caliber. So
kind of hard to see, but
that'll be that'll be a good one. The AN-94 and 5.45 by 39, and it has that hyperburst feature, it seems like, and then the PP-19 Vityaz is 9 by 19. So those are pretty good guns. My only gripe there, we only had 3, so we went from I think 8 or 9 the first season, 6 or so the second season, with only 2 real primaries, and now 3. But I mean, at least you have 3 primaries, which is nice. So
it's less than it's less than it's been, but it's kind of starting to add up. Like there's technically be like 72 guns, but a lot of them are like.
I do like the weapons they added though. The AN-94 is one that's been in the mobile version for a long time, so I'm glad they bring that over. The Bren 2 and 7.62 by 39. I mean, it must be in the mobile version, I'm assuming. I didn't realize it was, if it is, but that's a good gun. I'm glad they're bringing that one over instead of the 7.62 by 51 version. So that's good. We still need a Scar H, and we need some LMGs added. So hopefully that'll be season 4.
Nice. Yeah, so I'll go through this and then we'll look at the graphic. But yeah, those are the new weapons coming. So it's not a lot standalone, but it's, in my opinion, it's starting to add up. There's quite a few when you're scrolling through them.
Good.
The map expansion, the farm map will be expanded again for new areas. Then new tactical items. Players will have more strategic options with the introduction of new medical items. And the physique enhancing pill and battlefield first aid kit set. I will say, with the Cyberpunk collaboration, which is really silly, but it really hasn't affected the vibe of the game very much at all because the skin's pretty chill. But there's been some experimental devices and medical things to use, and they're kind of cool, man. What they've done, they've added more, and I really like what this does. They've added more stuff that you can't take out of raid. So if you loot it in raid, you have to use it. And some of them are pretty powerful. So even if you have a ton of money and stuff, they're adding reasons to like keep looting and keep looking for stuff because the game doesn't wipe, which is awesome and kind of weird at the same time. It's awesome because you don't like if you're like Blue and want to take a break for a while and then come back and play some with your friends, you're still chilling. Like you can compete with anybody. You can still use the best stuff. But it also there's probably people with billions of Cohen out there somewhere. But there's things in the game that they add that you like have to use. The other thing that I've been noticing really cool that's been changing up raids is like they're putting more like universal keys around that you have to use in raids. So like you'll have a plan and you'll be looting and maybe you got some loot, you maybe killed a team and you want to get out, but like, oh, I found a universal key. It's like, well, I'm gonna go push a POI, and it changes what you're doing in the raid and keeps it dynamic and guessing. So I really like that using raid stuff. Same with you can find a self rescue that you can self revive, which is wild. You can do ones that pop you, they give you more HP, and one that heal organs and stuff like that. So, but they're kind of rare, but you find them and then you have them on you, but you can't take them out. So you can't, they're pretty powerful, but it's not something that you can like buy a ton of them, bring them in and spam them. They're kind of rare. I didn't know this. This is new to me. Certain supplies can now be purchased from supply stations on maps, enhancing your ability to sustain combat in raids.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
that is interesting.
Like a trader shop in the map during the raid. Okay.
Yeah, like maybe if like you're low on ammo or something, you don't have to get out. You can just go buy
I'm
some.
sure it's gonna be higher priced for sure than just buying it.
I hope so.
Normal market. Yeah,
that makes sense. That's kind of cool, man. And then the balancing stuff, high tier item rebalancing, like we mentioned, this is already in the game, and I can 100% feel it, dude. I have not been killed by a thermal in 2 weeks.
That's good.
Certain high tier ammos
it was like every other raid.
Yeah, no kidding. Certain high tier ammos and gear have been removed from the market, so now it can only be acquired through crafting or found in raids, promoting a more balanced gameplay. Experience. So that's red ammo, the stuff that'll 2-tap at tier 6. You can buy a $1.3 million armor plate, and you can get 2-tapped with red ammo in a crappy gun. So that's awesome. The newly added titanium case, 9 grids. So the
9 grid
3x3. So the biggest you can get now is a 2x3. This is a 3x3, and you can get it for free. That was one of the other sticking points we knew was going to get review bombed, and that was kind of annoying. Is you could buy a secure container, but it was a subscription. It was very mobile in nature, and you had to keep purchasing it to keep it renewed. But now there's going to be a quest line that you can complete, and you can get a 3x3 free case.
Yeah, I know that was originally what you had to pay for that one before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, they didn't even have one that big. That's bigger than the biggest one you could buy. So,
oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah. No pay to win. In-game currency coins cannot be purchased with real world money starting on Monday. So that's pretty cool.
So I gotta buy it.
And then I didn't realize. Ammo M61, S&B, 7N37, and 338 AP are the ammos that you can't get. The BT201 body armor, the Moto helmet, the IND70, and the T7 thermal imager will not be on the market. You'll have to either craft them or from raids.
Find them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's cool, dude. So I love running the M61 ammo and stuff if I can ever find it. And like being able to craft that, it's going to make it cool. Like you can have those. We imagine you have like those items on your wish list. So then you're going around looting and trying to find stuff to craft ammo instead of just, the normal stuff. Because it kind of feels, especially early on, it's a little bit better now with those in-raid items you have to use, but it just kind of feels like you're going through the motions looting sometimes. But now like having a reason to find them will be really cool. And honestly, man, I don't know. It's going to be, it's about everything I've ever wanted in an extraction shooter. And I keep in mind, I don't consider Gray Zone an extraction shooter.
I just remember when you didn't want to play extraction shooters back in the day. I still remember that.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
What?
I forgot. Never mind. You found Tarkov. Yeah,
wait, what?
What?
So yeah, I mean, you're gonna have a shooter that doesn't wipe. You can come in and come out whenever you want. Play. You don't have to grind it. You have 5 maps. You're going to have a tiered experience. So if you don't want to go against Chads, you can play normal, which is 300k and below. You're not going to run against crazy gear. You might run against Chads, but you're not. Your gear is going to be pretty close. You're going to have, so you have the 3 modes: normal, lockdown, and forbidden. Then you have solo ops, secure ops, and the team deathmatch elimination. You have the new weapons. There's new tactical items that are the experimental individual recon terminal. So that's going to be interesting. That's like a heartbeat sensor. So you'll be able to check for people. Supposedly it's in mobile, and mobile players are telling me that it's not like super wild. The battery runs out really quickly and they're kind of rare. So that's what I'm hearing. A new battlefield first aid kit set. And then the injury killer stim, the experimental ultra strength stim, and the experimental physique enhanced pill. So that sounds like the experimental stims are becoming a mainstay. New red items. I don't know. I don't really need to go over there. They're just kind of cool looking red items that you can find. And the trophy room looks sick, man. Like the new crafting place, the new hideout looks really
That's gonna be cool. That's and the trailer looked really cool. Yeah. Can you invite your friends into it, or it's just something
I
that
don't
you
know.
look at yourself? That's what I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. I could
Yeah.
see them
Well, I
adding
have a
that.
trophy room. It's like if you're not like a streamer or a content creator, you're gonna be the only one looking at it. Just like, yeah, this is my stuff.
This is where I live.
Also, the Cyberpunk 2077 collab is actually kind of cool. Like, I'm surprised that CD Projekt Red is teaming up with that for something like that. You know,
Yeah, Tencent got him in there. There's something going
they
on with
got him.
Tencent, I guess. I don't know. But
Did I ever tell you I saw the Tencent booth at Gamescom when I was there
no,
last
was it a
time?
whole building?
Pretty much like the one of the whole halls. I mean, it was like in the business section, but I was just like, sooner or later, everyone here is gonna be owned by you guys, you know. And I'm looking at like just normal people working at the Tencent booth. Was like, how dare you? I was like, we just work here.
Just my job, man. Oh man. Nice. Oh, and the launch rewards, it looks like there's some cool skins. There's gonna be, dude, there's so much to do in the game. It's almost overwhelming to me in my boomer brain. There's like at any given time, there's like 12 events and quest lines and stuff you can do with
Yeah.
challenges.
But
There's like,
like for
it's
new players,
overwhelming.
that's so much content for them to explore, and now they don't have to worry about all the stuff that you and Buff kind of had to endure during early
Yeah,
access.
that's
You know?
it's really crazy, man, that like we're in a, this is going to be a game with all this content, all this quality of life stuff. It's smooth, it's really well balanced. There's no pay to win, and you can experience all of the content for absolutely free. There's nothing
Yeah,
paywalled here. You can go through all the maps, you can buy all the meta gear that you're able to from playing the game. You can have the biggest secure container from playing the game. Like you can get access to everything and have all the fun you want to for hours and hours and not pay a single penny. This season, because there's in-game Cohen, I haven't bought anything. Like I'm not going to support it. So I've had fun. I got to Legend and I haven't spent a penny on the game. But we're launching on Steam. We took all that stuff out. All this stuff's going to be free. I'll probably at least buy the battle pass and maybe a skin set that I like, just because I'm, I'm down with that. That
yeah.
that they're taking the paywall off that stuff and they're, taking the pay to win stuff out of it. So it's like, okay, now I'll get out the checkbook. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Just also, I want. I wonder if ABI is taking a financial hit as well too in the start
I would
with
love to
not making
know.
all this money. You
Yeah,
know.
that's a good point. I would love to know. I kind of feel like I mentioned this several podcasts ago, back when Buff and I were kind of on our high horse and pissed off about all the thermals and red ammo we were getting deleted by.
Yeah.
It's like when we kind of all agree that it feels like they had everything on their own launcher, so they didn't have to pay Steam royalty fees. They made it pay to win, and they squeezed like every ounce of dollars out of that player base. And now that the player base is likely dwindling, okay, it's time to back off on that. We made our money, cast a wider net, and we'll shift
Yeah.
back to the meta of, or the paradigm of, a bigger player base making less money per person, but overall hopefully like a bunch of money for them or whatever they're after. But they'll have
Yeah.
a bigger
Really,
player
just a
base.
battle pass. Yeah.
Yeah, and going for battle pass and skin stuff. So I expect the skins to get pretty out there.
They have to now, probably
That they're
even
going
more
that
so.
route, but
Yeah, I mean, but I'm looking at the cyberpunk outfit, like the jacket. looks cool. The helmet looks very futuristic, but yet tactical as well too. You know,
So
you're gonna
far,
get guys with capes,
so
and
far
stuff
the
like
skins
that.
have been really good. I want the one with the jean. They've had like a guy with jeans operator that's really cool, and then they had the dude with like the office, like the button up shirt and the khakis, and like it's been pretty cool skins so far. So
Yeah, yeah. It's
they
not.
got some. I've been coming across like really crazy weapon skins. Like people, I don't know where they're getting them, but there must be some kind of challenge or something somewhere that I don't know. There's been some really cool like gold weapon skins on HKs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean they got some pretty cool weapon skins and that are like camouflage and stuff like that. I know they got like some like crazy colored ones and whatnot, but I mean they're not. I think that the thing when you come to like Call of Duty, for instance, like Call of Duty cemented itself as like realistic, not realistic, but in terms of skin wise back in the day. So now they're all over the place. Where ABI kind of did some stuff out the start. So um, I'm curious to see what else they come up with.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see. And it's gonna be it's gonna get to where it's gonna be hard to complain because everything's free, but if they get too crazy out there, it'll kind of be annoying.
Yeah, but it was like if that's I don't know if is it bad to say like if that's really the only complaint, it's not that bad. I mean, I know they have like that weird like red skin motorcycle helmet looking one. That one's pretty crazy looking, but
Yeah.
I know in the mobile version they got some pretty crazy ones, like almost like a Grim Reaper looking one. I think it is. So
Um how are you feeling on it, Buff? With everything lined up. You're muted.
mute it.
Did I
There we
mute
go.
you? Okay.
No, it was me by accident. My cats were doing shit. No, I mean it looks good. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I want the jeans up, the jeans and the other stuff you were saying for sure. So, um, I mean
Yeah.
it looks awesome. So I'll hopefully get some time to jump in and play it. My issue with it is the game is I just went so hard all the way to the beginning of season 2, and then I was like, I'm burnt out.
Kind of got burnt
So
out a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, so I was just kind of just like, all right, let me step back and wait for more content because I was playing a lot. If I wasn't playing, I was
you
getting
were
on.
playing a lot.
I was
Yeah.
logging on like the 3 times a day to do the selling to the trade the one trader to put stuff on the market and stuff, the barters. So yeah, I went pretty ham and burnt myself out. So I'll get back into it for sure.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. I mean, like I said, I can already feel the difference of taking that red ammo and the thermals and stuff
Nice.
off. It's been like a lot more competitive.
That's good.
It's been
Yeah,
fun.
I do love like the good gunfights and stuff. It like you said a million times. It's a much more accessible version, less hardcore version of Tarkov that you can play. Still as hardcore to a degree. It just doesn't require you to make Tarkov your entire life and full time job to have fun with it.
Yes.
So
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep. Cool, man. Let us talk about some Battlefield 6. So
Battlefield.
every week, I
oh,
mean, it's kind of become a segment. Um, it's kind of become a segment to talk about the latest with Battlefield.
Wait till it releases, bro.
Yeah, dude, there'll be a ton. Um,
1 month.
so we got some information. It's really, I was just to cast like a big picture feeling on this whole thing. It's weird how they release this information. I thought, and usually what they do with these kind of things is like have like a big like marketing push or whatever, where they start revealing stuff. Like they have like maybe they'll have like a big streaming event where they start talking about the battle royale and how it's going to be. All of this gameplay information that we're going to go over came to us just from a Battlefield Labs post on the Battlefield Comms Twitter handle. So they just said we're bringing this to Battlefield Labs to test, and this is what's going to be in the game. And it's kind of odd to me that they didn't like do a big reveal for some of this stuff, because there's quite a bit of information in here about like how it's going to play and stuff like that. So um essentially I would also brace yourself for like a crap load of leaks any day now, because they always leak from the labs. But the battle royale is going to be being tested in labs very soon.
Nice.
There is, you guys know, I've always thought Battlefield's like the pillars of Battlefield fit really well into a battle royale. So they talk a little bit about that at the beginning. They say it's a opportunity to infuse the core Battlefield pillars of class-based squad play. So we'll get into squad play in a little bit. Tactical destruction, there's gonna be a lot of destruction, and vehicle combat into the BR genre. The maps, key elements in the test. Battlefield is no stranger to epic maps. This is an all new maps have been built for the battle royale experience. They missed an opportunity to say from the ground up, like they do every other time they talk about anything. It's a diverse array of tactical points of interest, each with distinct layouts that offers unique gameplay opportunities. We've seen some leaks of it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Players can find common transport vehicles around the map. So it sounds like just like if you need to get one place to the other, we'll talk about the ring in a little bit. If you need to get from place to place, there's ones around, but you can unlock powerful armored vehicles to turn the tide of battle. So I was very interested if there were just going to be transport vehicles or if you're going to be able to get like offensive vehicles. What do you guys think about like where vehicles fit into it? Because it's kind of interesting.
I mean, with the class system, I think helps out a lot too in terms of having like the engineer start off with a rocket launcher as well too, specifically the AT4. So, but I know that there will be pickups from what we know of, right, as well.
Yeah,
on the
I'm
map.
not sure. I think there's going to be like to get. I think you're going to have to do a fair amount to get like an armored vehicle.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
powerful.
It's not going to be a Battlefield match where you're just gonna just see a bunch of vehicles all over the place. I think that's gonna be like, I will say, I saw a meme and it was like, the Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks shooting the German tank with his pistol, and it's like you're when you see the M1 Abrams rolling towards you when you're like the last one in this circle. I just like imagine that situation. Like you're the last one in the circle, your team doesn't have any rockets or like you have to take out a tank, and it's like, yeah, the tank's gonna win most likely.
Yeah. There's yeah, vehicles are so tough to balance. Firestorm wasn't terrible because to get a tank, you had to unlock it out of a bunker, and it made a ton of noise that you could hear across the
That'd
whole
be
map.
cool. They did something like that too. Yeah.
I think there's going to be something where you have to do missions, and it might show on the map that you're doing the mission to drop a key to like start the vehicle. And then I'm curious if they're going to have like fuel, like in Firestorm, you had to find fuel all the time, and they burned it pretty fast. And then there was also just like anti-vehicle stuff littered all over the map, but it's going to be tough to balance because I just remember like some of the very first BRs, like the H1Z1 BR and all that stuff. Like the end was just cars running around, even early PUBG, especially on console where people couldn't shoot because there's no aim assist and crazy PUBG recoil. The final circles were just demo derby, man. Everybody was in a car driving around.
Yeah,
dude.
I remember those videos.
Yeah, so you got to be careful, like be careful of that. But if it's balanced, it can be a really cool like meta or way to play the game, like a different way, adding replayability of like having some engineers on your squad to help take him out or play that role and have be able to repair it and all that stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. Destruction will be everywhere in this mode. So in the leaks, it showed us that even with like the sledgehammer and stuff like that. Ingenuity with destruction and how they use it to defeat their opponents. So that's awesome. Can't undersell that or oversell that really. That there's going to be destruction in a BR, and it's so fun. Because you guys can just remember, everybody's probably played BRs at this point, like in Warzone or something. If you just win the coin flip and the circle pulls you into an enemy stronghold that they're already up in a building, and you got to run across an open field to get to them, you don't have any choice. That just sucks. But here you'll be able to just blow up the building, and then you're on the same playing field. So it's gonna be pretty cool. The squad play is actually really interesting. So in the playtest, they're going to have 100 players into 25 4-player squads, straightforward enough, fighting to be the last one standing, communicating with your squad through pings, text, or VoIP. So I don't know if the VoIP means prox chat or not. I'm going to doubt it. It's probably just in-game comms with the squad, but
yeah, with the squad.
man, I want VoIP
but
so bad.
it'll be like proximity still.
Or prox. No. I mean, you think you'll be able to talk to enemies like PUBG?
No. I meant like for your character where your teammates it'll like how they do it already, where it's like your team will sound like if he's in a building, he's in a building, but it's just for your team only.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I want it to be like proximity where like I can talk to the bad guys.
That would be the only game I know that really does that well is Insurgency Sandstorm. Actually, when you're
PUBG
playing
does
PvP, you know, That's true too. Yeah, PUBG does
And
as well.
I mean,
Warzone doesn't Warzone have it? No,
Warzone has like when they go down, right?
no, they have
no,
it.
no,
They
they
have
had
it.
it.
So when you're near, if you
Oh,
have prox
you need to
chat
turn it
on,
on though, right?
well, I think it's on by default. So like
By
that was the whole
default,
thing
yeah.
with the Warzone 3 version. I think when that first came out, I think it had prox chat, and like a lot of people didn't know it was on. So you'd get close to people and they'd be talking or whatever, and you would know they were close and knew where they were and could kill them. They'd be like, "How do you know where
Oh
I
yeah.
was?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. People were like, "What the heck, man? What, are you cheating?" I was like, "Bro, you were talking." Like,
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I hope there's prox chat, man. That's so funny for content. I just feel like EA is always like they don't want people to be mean to each other, so I feel like they're gonna shut off. But I would love to see it. So there's gonna be second chances, which I'm a little leery of this. I feel like, and Buff can also attest to this. I kind of feel like the battle royale in COD got a little too second chancey to where it almost started to feel just like multiplayer because there were so many ways to get your people back. But they're saying second chance between the support class revives and mobile redeploy options. There are multiple tools to keep your squad in the fight. So there's mobile redeploy places, and the support class can revive a down player. So yeah, but that you start to see that actually your role matters because they're talking about support class revives. In Firestorm, the role was
yeah.
like just cosmetic and everybody was the same. So there's actually going to be some squad play dynamics in like a draft when it comes
I
to
just wonder,
setting up.
like, if that's the case and it's beneficial to have a full squad with all of different rules. Like, what if you join a squad that is just all the same
Well,
role?
I think
You
that's
know?
the thing is like they said. I think you kind of like need to coordinate. So
Yeah.
you're gonna be at a benefit. Like it kind of makes you want to, if you're with a random squads to communicate, and then really enforces like playing with friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that'll take some people off, but I hope that like makes that almost forces it that people, like you said, need to work together.
yeah, I exactly. That's what it sounds like, which is cool. I like that.
Yep. Um, that's it's gonna be cool to see how that goes. But it's also gonna be wild when people start to figure out how to spam stuff or use metas and break stuff. So hopefully
Mhm.
they're quick on the balancing because there could be some wild stuff happen. But this one's gonna be one of the most interesting things to me. The deadliest ring in BR. We set out to bring the most dangerous ring in gaming to Battle Royale that instantly kills players upon contact. With urgent warnings as the fire approaches, soldiers will be pushed into more intense firefights as the game space continues to shrink. There's no jumping in and out of it, no using it for cover, no walking through it. If you get caught in it, you are done. We're excited to see how this ring affects the pace of the game and how it creates spontaneous showdowns. So if you touch the ring is lava, like you're dead. So
Good.
I don't know how it's going to be. Keep like
I'm
pushing to move.
expecting just some hilarious moments, like, dude, run! It's right there.
Oh
And it's like,
yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah,
The
yeah,
second
yeah.
it touches, to die, and it's just like
Ah.
instead of like surviving in it,
Yeah, there's gonna be
it's
that's
right behind you, dude.
gonna make some funny content. It
And
is
that's like
good.
God.
No, you.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's I know Firestorm you could survive within the fire, and then like that was a huge problem in Warzone. Gas plays and gas masks took forever, and would screw you up for so long, and all that. So if it forces you to move in front of the circle, depending on how fast it goes, I think that's a good thing. It's gonna force people to get in gunfights, especially on the outer edges of the circle. So I
Yeah,
think it's
hope
a good thing. They got to do things different. You can't just do a carbon copy of every other game out there. So I do like that
agree.
they're making it a Battlefield esque type of battle royale instead of just like, hey, it's Warzone with Battlefield paint on it. So
Yep,
Yeah, exactly.
agree.
they have to differentiate themselves to make it because people are sick of Warzone at this point. Like it's the only thing, the biggest one out there that people are playing just because it's not only is it the biggest, we're like the only one right now that's still getting updated and new iterations. And I think people are sick of it. So if they nail this is going to be huge for the battle royale genre, but also for Battlefield going forward. If they can stick this landing and actually support it.
Yep. I really hope it. I don't think it will this time around. It feels like it should be enough. I hope it doesn't get the battlefield. People don't love it. We give up and drop support for it like instantly.
Yeah. I mean, it's not locked. I mean, I guess it's not really locked. Is it locked? It's gonna be free to play again.
We don't know for
Remind
it's.
me.
I don't think it's been officially said. It's pretty. It's presumed it's going to be free. Like everybody, Insider Gaming, Tom Henderson, all those guys. So but
Okay.
they said that about Hazard Zone too, and it was in the game.
Yeah, but Hazard Zone, I think, was just more poorly executed as
It was
well.
an
too, as
amazing
an actual game
extraction
mode.
shooter, Blue.
It's also didn't help that it was one of the worst battlefields of all time. So
Yeah, the worst. So when it comes to classes, training, and traits, this is another layer of it. So each squad gets to plan and choose what Buff was alluding to, which of the classes they'll bring to battle. From a balanced squad to all 4 classes to a focused squad that's all one class. So it's not like if you can only have like one assault or whatever, you can pick whatever you want. Your team will use unique strengths and weaknesses of the class to adapt and overcome the unique tactical scenarios they encounter. Once the match begins, though, players are not able to change their class, so that's good. You start the map with 2 default gadgets from their chosen class. During each match, players level up by earning XP through a variety of methods, such as defeating an opposing player or completing missions. So there's going to be missions around the map too. Be on the lookout for intel cases. Finding these is crucial as they'll provide XP for the whole squad. So reasons to loot, things to do on the map, risk reward. Do we go for a mission, try to get some good stuff, or will that alert people, or to be third party somebody doing a mission? Sounds pretty cool, man. Players level up through their classes training. So it sounds like there's going to be like an in-match skill tree. And I like this because I think it's going to make people be more active and not so campy. But they will gain access to new traits that enhance their chosen class and give both of them their squad a tactical edge in the map. One example would be Assault class being faster in equipping an armor plate. So there we found out officially there's going to be armor plates, which makes them harder to defeat in their next or current firefight. So you're going to get buffs to your character the more stuff you do on the map. So you're going to have a better chance of surviving late if you're active and doing stuff. So I really like that. The things that they're looking at is how critical is the support class's supply crate for maintaining ammo, and how effective are the engineer's abilities when using or fighting against vehicles. So they're definitely going to be checking against vehicles. That's going to be a tough one to check out. So throughout each match, players will explore the map, complete missions, and battle for loot to define their arsenal. So there are 5 tiers of weapons along with attachments. So we find out that there's going to be attachments even to a little bit more granular than like Warzone. There's going to be throwables and gadgets and strike packages. So like airstrikes and stuff like that, kind of like score streaks. It sounds like armor, upgrade kits, and custom drops of favorited weapons. So you will be able to get a supply drop of your weapon build as well. These items can be found across the experience through general loot crates, class-specific crates, unlocking armored trucks, mission rewards, or looting defeated enemies. So, wide variety of stuff to loot, check out to try to get leveled up in the match. Missions will have squads try to compete for objectives that offer extra rewards. Tasks range from unlocking high-value caches to planting explosives to eliminate mission-critical targets. Mission details will outline the available rewards like a weapons cache, vehicle key. So it sounds like there's going to be, you have to get a key to turn on the tank, or a mobile redeploy unit. It sounds like a buyback, leaving it up to each squad to decide if the risk is worth it. They're crafted to challenge your squad's teamwork and reward precise execution under pressure, with the potential to shift the momentum of the battle. Loot, armor, and how players engage with missions are the key. Yeah, so you just kind of start to, like, with that, you kind of start to get like a vibe of how they envision a round going, with dropping in, trying to get some weapons, and then like taking on missions, fighting other teams. Kind of similar to Warzone, but there's just going to be that battlefield class gameplay a little bit, and like the skill tree of like leveling that up as you do more missions and stuff like that, with the extra layer of vehicles and stuff on it. So I don't know, man. Like I get overly hyped about this stuff sometimes, but it sounds really cool. What do you guys think?
I like it. I want to see. I think it'd be cool if we got. They would never do it, but like an attack chopper would be just so OP. They won't do that, but
maybe a
I
transport
like it.
one.
Transport
You know?
could be cool.
They
But
did
I
have
like it.
choppers in Firestorm. They had those like the World War II
Didn't
looking
we
helicopters.
see?
Yeah,
No,
they did.
I'm trying to
They
think of like
did.
the reveal like trailer. I thought we saw one, but never mind. No,
I didn't. I don't.
I saw
Not
the
in
golf carts
VR.
though. I'm ready for drive around a
Golf
golf cart
carts,
in
yeah.
California. Yeah.
C4 golf cart. Yes.
That'd be sick.
C4 golf cart is going to happen. But yeah, um, that's what I had. That was the main thing to talk about. Everything coming in the BR. Oh, the other thing I we do have to talk about this. It wouldn't be a video game without people getting fired up about skins and mad already before the game's out. Did you guys see the skin that everybody's mad about? There,
Yeah, I
the
didn't
green
think it
one.
was a big deal. I didn't think it was a big
No,
deal.
not. um, so Charlie Intel tweeted this. I saw it on Reddit too. People were mad. Many Battlefield fans are upset over recent Battlefield 6 leaks that showed new skins that could be coming to the game. They say they don't want skins that are not realistic at all. It's literally just looks like an assault skin with green accents on it. I don't know. Like it's
Yeah, it looked fine to me. I don't think it's a big deal. It almost looks like if you had like those glow sticks like in your vest or something. It's like really subtle. It's not too bad.
yeah. I don't know. It's just I mean it's a wild green. It looks I don't think it looks very good, but I don't. It's not bad per se. Like it's not wild or anything. So it could get much worse, guys. I I think if that's the worst we get, I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll take that. As long as it's subtle and stays with the theme, which I think they will. So
Yep. Uh, Blue, did you want to send me incursion stuff to pull up, or is there something you want me to show while you're talking about that?
Just the Steam update, I
Both.
guess,
Okay,
or
I can
to be
find it.
honest, you could probably just or that there's a couple of videos on that talking about the movement and melee and stuff like that coming.
Okay.
So there's like
Did you
three
have
main
anything about
videos.
Battlefield before we moved? To
I mean, this might be the first BR I'm actually like be excited to play,
yeah.
really. So I haven't really been excited for a BR since like the initial wave of them, but yeah. I thought BRs were dead. I don't know. We'll see if this one revives at least this one at least.
Yep. We'll have to see. Um, what the heck am I doing? I'm on the Steam page. News.
Yeah, it'd be under you could just probably grab it right there at the store page and scroll down and it should be like right there in terms of not where is it? Or would it be? Or would it be?
Oh, recent events and
Yeah,
announcements.
dev update 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. All right, sick.
Okay. Yeah, that's my
Shout out.
name. But let's see. I don't even know where to start because there's just so much. Well, Gamescom happened, so that was a big thing. I know we talked about the last time, and we're finally like back on. I would say like official schedule now. Normally, I'm hearing like the friggin' trailer. I That's another thing too. Every time I pull up Incursion the store page and I see the trailer that I made, I'm like, oh, please stop. I don't want to hear this music ever again. Like I've
so much editing.
oh my god, I've played it so many times. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, we're back. All right. So yeah, just actually getting back on track. We finally got to showcase a bit. Oh my god, my throat.
He's so
He's
excited. His voice
dying.
is
He's
cracking.
dying.
I'm excited. Yeah.
He hit puberty. He's
We
amped.
I finally turned 30. We finally got to showcase part of the new map. It's all gray box though, so it's all like not detailed perfectly, but it's officially got a name. It's called Delta, and this is going to be both long range and urban combat. There's gonna be some like urban areas, but there's gonna be like your rice fields, your rice paddies, and stuff like that. Lots of like open tree lines and stuff like that. So you're gonna see that, as well as you're gonna actually see the new faction, the IGC faction, which is like the Russian backed faction specifically, or Russian and Chinese technically. So that's one of the new factions coming in. So
that's sick.
it's pretty big. I would say it's it's bigger than Quarry for sure, just not as big as maybe I was saying like I think Quarry's 2 square kilometers, so maybe like maybe 3, maybe add an extra one. It's just shaped differently too. So Quarry has like a lot of like hills and it's very compact and dense, whereas like this one's gonna be very open. Especially compared to like I mean you have Bunker, which is just all underground anyways. So you have that. So we're also, we'll be adding in some new guns, stuff like that. But the main thing I would say that has been wanted and needed for a very long time was the mantling and the vaulting specifically. So we're finally adding in mantling and vaulting the game. So from just climbing up stuff to jumping over fences. Something as simple as that is pretty much needed, and then it will hopefully help players not get stuck in some areas that they should have been stuck in the first place, because it was all like just crouch jump, but now you don't need to crouch jump. Well, soon. The one thing that also won't be coming though, sadly, will be the right, at least in this update, will be proning. There just needs to be a lot more adjustments for the AI specifically, especially if they're like hiding in grass, and you need to find a way around that. And also, like, we want to introduce like a way, like a sneak system for the AI. So like, or for you as a player to the AI, there is already sneaking, but like if we do introduce proning, like proning in the grass and stuff like that, that's going to be needed as well too. So
Nice.
yeah, so it's cool to just even see that. Melee is also finally coming. That was also kind of just like, why, can we take out our fist, but we can't do anything with it? Well, it's like because Melee was already kind of planned to begin with. So you'll be actually able to punch someone to death um in the game. It's pretty cool to see it and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just, and you can like, and there's like inspect weapon animations. You could like inspect their hands. Like you could just you could just press I, and your character inspects his hands. And then like another weapon is going to be a knife, like your basic K-bar knife. So
Nice.
and as the comment says, like, we'll see knife only runs, which we're excited to see. So yeah,
Oh,
it's
jeez.
so, and when you're running with your knife out or melee only, you run a little bit faster and take a little bit less stamina, but you will use stamina as you're meleeing as well too. So you got to be careful with that, because there's been some moments where it's like, um, when you're like, I've seen it where gamers were like playing in bunker specifically, and they got stuck with no weapon, no way to fight, and they just kind of had to let the AI shoot them. Whereas like now you can take out your knife and at least try to defend yourself that way. So
That's good.
yeah, you of course bunch of knives coming in and stuff like that. The punching animation makes me laugh. It's
It's
so
sweet.
funny.
I just like how
Yeah,
the dummy just crumples. Like,
oh yeah.
nades, huh?
Yeah, grenades. So the first one we're introducing is the frag grenade, just like the F1 frag grenade. Um, and this one's interesting the way they do it. I'm sure other games do it. I just first time I've seen it, where instead of like a shrapnel effect where it just like random if shrapnel goes everywhere, it'll actually be like it'll target the player if he's not behind cover, if he's just out there in the open, and it'll have like a randomized chance of causing damage to said parts of the player. So
Hmm.
it simulates shrapnel without uh the unoptimization of tracking every single shrapnel round and stuff like that. So that was really cool to see. Um,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course,
So it's like, so the engine doesn't have to compute the trajectories of all those shrapnels, just the one that
correct.
matter.
Just
Okay.
the one that really matters, and it's like it's just a hit or miss if it hits you, and if it does, how much damage, you know.
That's
So
interesting. Okay.
yeah. So again, it's still super early on. Like we still haven't even updated to like 5.6 in terms of Unreal Engine stuff. So we still have that coming on. And then there's also like talks, and we're talks, and I would say like it's gonna happen. Introducing more tactical grenades, so smoke grenades, flashbangs, that'll be a thing as well too. So looking forward to see what that looks like.
Man, yeah,
Especially because the AI.
you guys added a lot. Texture?
Yeah. Yeah, so like this is more like just for people who want to know more about like the very specific things. I believe, and this is like I had to kind of get some help with this one. Most of it I had to get some help with because most of the devs helped me out with typing up their own sections, because you don't want me typing it because I won't know what I'm talking about.
Chat
Um,
GPT.
yeah, exactly. So it's basically, I guess there's a way to help increase texture resolution, but also I guess helps with the resolution all across. So it's like there's certain props in the game that we had that were like, even if you walked up right next to it, the resolution would just look really bad. So that should be fixed as well too, which also shouldn't be like super PC hog wise. And it's very subtle, but like it's a subtle change, but when you combine it all together, it makes a big difference. It's like when we introduced shadows, contact shadows with your light on objects. Like it's such a simple thing that you didn't realize you needed until it's in there, and you're like, whoa, this makes like the game completely different. So, and then we also added in a bunch of like specific Vietnamese props, and this is just like a small snippet of it, of like the new house that we're adding in, where it's very based off of real life examples and references, to the point where we had um we have, I should say, a Vietnamese, what's it called? It's right here. It's right here. It's a Vietnamese advising program. So everything from the environment to translation, we're basically allowing people who live in Vietnam, who have lived in Vietnam, specifically around the Hanoi region, to send us photos, send us stuff to help us make it as authentic to a modern Vietnamese location as possible. So everything from like the roof tiles having like asbestos in it, which gives it like a certain look, to the humidity over time damaging the walls and stuff like that. So very, very specific details for the models. And then you take that, and then now you have assets that feel good. You can use them in different areas. Um, and it's just to help also showcase Vietnamese architecture as well too. So everything is now like it's getting customized. It's being custom to our own game. And shout out to our like our one asset developer. Like he's doing incredible. He was one of the guys I got to meet at Gamescom as well too.
He's
So
just cranking out there solo, huh?
yeah, dude, it's incredible work he's doing. So I mean, yeah, seeing that, plus of course we already added the honey badger to the game, and now we got to showcase the Galileo Ace 2,
Nice.
which is one of the I believe, I don't know if it's the only one. I don't want to say too much yet, so but we at least
Well,
got to show off the Galileo Ace 2. So it is, I don't know the caliber. I know this one is 308, I believe. Well, 76 by 51 specifically. So it's a bit
Nice.
of a beefier round. So it's gonna be labeled as a DMR specifically, but I mean, so is a Scar H, and people use that as an assault rifle. So I
Mhm.
mean, it's up to them. Also, I did specifically mention this, and I'm apparently this is just like insider news. Like, the Scar H CQB barrel length variant will be hopefully coming soon, because
Yes, let's
I've been
go.
dying for that myself. Apparently it was made, it was just never exported, and I just find that hilarious.
hello.
So
Man, I've been
it was
wanting
like,
that since day one.
I know, dude. A 16-inch barrel is cool and all, but like, I don't care if I lose velocity. Give me my 10.5-inch barrel. Like, it looks cool, especially when you put a suppressor on it. It just looks badass. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, that would be nice for suppressor, so it's not 8 miles long.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's stupid. I mean, I think the Scar 20S is like that long barrel Scar, and it's just
Yeah, 20
massive.
inch,
So
20-inch
yeah.
barrel. Yeah.
But we had the STV 380, and that's 760 by 39. So this should be 760 by 51. And
Nice.
it's, the modernized version. So, and especially when it comes to, I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but like we're gonna have a lot more long range combat on this map. So you're gonna need weapons that punch out harder, that hit harder at longer ranges and stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
expect some more stuff like that, and you'll get more use out of like, the oh my god, what the sniper rifle that's already in the game?
SRS.
SRS and the M. No, it's M something. It's the other bolt action one. But regardless, that's, you'll get more benefit out of it, because like the only way you can really do that in Quarry is like if you're shooting at the military base. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the other one. I can't remember it. But anyways, we have also, just like next week, we're planning on doing a dev play which will finally, I mean, people already know that he's on the team, but Ben, or aka Solarant, who is our new lead AI programmer, he is focused on the AI solely. So he'll be joining me on the official Twitch channel and stuff like that, and YouTube as well, to talk about everything about AI wise. He's, if you guys don't know who Solarant is, he's the one who made the mod for single player Tarkov called Sane, Sain, which if you guys have ever seen or played against Sane AI, it's absolutely incredible. Like, I mean, at least in Sane AI, they're meant to replicate actual players
Hmm.
to the point where like there's that like there was like that kind of semi-viral clip of Clean just being jump shotted with a pistol with AI, and it's like, yeah, that's, it did something that it, I don't know how he does it. I don't know if he like takes reference videos and like somehow incorporates that to what the AI should do. But in terms of insurgency, incursion, it's more based off real tactics. So something as simple as like the AI is not going to shoot their own friendly AI in the back if they happen to cross their line of fire. They'll actually pull
Yeah.
their weapon up or like stop shooting and stuff like that. So um like we already have it where they take cover behind certain areas and stuff like that, but something like a little simple fix is like, instead of just running stop then crouch, it's gonna be like the AI might run and then almost like a player slide into cover, um and start shooting back and maybe do some blind fire and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure he'll talk about it more during that dev play, which I'm excited because one, he's an amazing AI programmer, and two, he's a big Stalker fan. So I'm sure we'll talk about some Stalker stuff. And that's another thing too. It's like, especially when it comes to Ben, since he's a big Stalker fan, he understands what A life is, and like our plan for incursion in the future will be by the next map, Outskirts, or not, I don't know if it's the next map, but one of the next maps, Outskirts. It should introduce all three factions, and then on that map, factions will start fighting each other, and then it'll be
That's
like,
cool.
you know, quote unquote A life, where it's like, okay, do I take this engagement or do I just completely ignore it? You know, so you get
Yeah.
to make more decisions. Plus, you know, just in general, like with everything happening with all of this stuff, we're introducing more world building. Um, so, and not just in terms of like Vietnamese references and stuff like that, but like actually putting in the story and the lore that is the background for this game, which I wish I could talk about. And it's right now, it's still like, it's pretty much overall it's done. It's just adding in little details. But man, the story that is coming along is pretty cool. I will say it's nothing. It won't be anything like Stalker or even Gray Zone for that matter. Like it won't be anything like Alien or sci-fi mutants. It'll be set in a realistic form. So
That
Solid.
that's cool, man. That's a huge addition to the team because like I mean you know that like you guys are a single player game, so or co-op game, so like having
mhm.
AI as your priority is like it, right? Like that makes or breaks the
Yeah,
game. And
that is it. Yeah,
yeah, having him
exactly.
on there, that's really cool. That's good.
So, and I'm excited. And also, if you do eventually, will be. I think I posted it as well too. I talked about it. That if you want to get updates or even participate in the playtest, you can join the Discord server and you'll be updated there when the next playtests are happening. So you can playtest the new map. Of course, it's going to be super early, so it's still going to be buggy, and it's gonna, you know, some, you might fall through the floor in some certain areas, who knows, but at least you'll get to actually explore the new map. So yeah, I'm excited, man. The team's growing, which is really cool. I mean, it's crazy to see from how long it's been. I think what, like 2023 or something like that, when I joined the team, around that time when it was like Project Quarantine. It was like some really small, slow paced UE5 demo, you know, and the AI was all broken to to where it's at now is a night and day difference. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Cool, man. Yeah, it's sweet to be able to follow along with you in the game every week and like see what they're cooking. Pretty cool. Got an
Yeah,
inside source.
I'm excited, man.
Cool,
Do some
man.
knife runs only, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think I had anything else. Pretty good show. Hopefully next week
Yeah, I
we'll
think
have we can see how the
decent.
ABI launch goes. Check out some Steam reviews. That'll be wild, won't it? Dude, I think man,
Yeah,
I think
we'll
all the
see, man.
Tarkov, like just like the basement dweller
The
Tarkov fans are gonna
purist.
go
Yeah.
crazy on the reviews, man. They're gonna be
I hope not. I really hope that. I mean, I'm asking a lot. I feel like out of those kind of people, but I would. I think it's gonna be like if I had to put money on it, I think we'll get mostly positive reviews. Maybe not overall, but because of everything that's happened, I think we'll get mostly positive on Steam.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't see why not.
Yeah, unless I don't know. You never know, man. I don't see anything breaking, but
I guess yeah.
knock on wood. I don't have wood next to me. That's fine.
Uh-oh. You're in danger.
I'm in danger.
Cool, man. Well, I think that's a show. Appreciate you guys. Thanks to everyone watching and everyone downloading and listening. Don't forget to share the program, be a friend, tell a friend, drop the 5-star review on the audio platforms. And yeah, we'll see ABI to Steam and the new season starting on Monday. I think I still have a bunch of leave for work that I have to use, so I'm thinking about taking some time off next week and running that up. You know, go
Save it
during
for
the day.
Battlefield, man. Come on, dude.
No, I have, dude. I have like a lot of leave I have to use.
Oh,
by
it's
the end of
like
the
use
year.
it or lose it type stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was saving it
Yeah.
up to work
I'm
on
the
the
same
ranch if I
way.
move. So, but I have a lot to use, dude. I think because I also had parental leave from my daughter being born, so I have like 100 hours I could use by the end of the month, and then it's gone. So I take the rest of the month off,
Man,
and then
go
before
crazy.
the end of the year, I think I have like 170 hours or something, use or lose.
Damn, dude.
I'm hoping I'm getting the ranch ready to move, but we'll see. So, all right then, boys. Good show. Thanks to everyone out there, and reckon we'll see you guys next week.
Later,
Peace.
guys.
Bye.